Hello and welcome back to HLS Crypto. My name is Dan. So today, Quant and Trias update and potentially the new Quant found. We shall see. So a few things to get through today and some bullish news for Quant and Trias holders. As you know, I'm a huge fan and holder of both projects and I'm excited for the bull run ahead. Like I really love Quant, I really love Trias a lot, obviously Casper too. Plus, we're going to take a look at the new Quant potentially for the new bull run, maybe. But we'll discuss that later, and also I'll be making a video on it tomorrow as well. But first, just want to have a quick look at the last 7 days in cryptocurrency. So we're looking at things that haven't pumped yet to things that have pumped. So Solana obviously pumped. It's not massively pumping right in the last 7 days, but it has been pumping over a while. AVAX up 49%, which is huge. And as we scroll a bit further down, there's obviously Casper, which should be coming into shot any second now. There it is, 49.2% up over the last 7 days. But what I wanted to show you here is Quant. Oh, and Ruin. Look at Ruin, 41.4% on Thorchain. I know someone who really likes that coin who's holding quite a bit, so I'm sure he's over the moon right now. But look at Quant. So Quant's down 10.9%. Now, this is the thing. So you probably won't hear many Quant videos right now. They probably won't be coming out right now because people don't tend to really want to talk about coins that aren't pumping. And I get that to a certain extent because obviously views mean a lot to a YouTube channel. That's genuine. But Quant is just so big, so massive. And the fact that it's down there is, down 10% is crazy. But this is the time. This is the time. So, when people are not buying it, they're not paying any attention to it. And a lot of people as well, they're tempted to go, well, I'm not going to, I'm going to sell that for Casper or sell my Quant for Casper or something like that. Would I sell my Quant for Casper? Absolutely not. I wouldn't. I definitely wouldn't because I've built my position of Quant. I'm happy with my Quant bag. But Labs, for instance, I've sold my Labs. Where do you think that went? Yeah, I bought more Casper, of course, because I want a bigger bag of Casper. But I don't want to do it at the expense of some of my other stronger altcoin plays, not stronger than Cas necessarily, but strong, fundamentally solid coins, tokens. So there's Quant. That's the website. I'm not going to go through the website. You've all seen this before. Please feel free to have a good look through this if you wish. But here's something I found on x.com from @mindcrypto. So go give him a follow. He said, I wonder who they will be using. Interoperability is key to tap into the $125 to $127 trillion market. Now that's crazy, right? $1 trillion. So Finality, let me move my big head out the way. That might help. So Finality, banks in Germany are preserving their B2B payment market with bank deposit tokens minted onto DLT networks as Ledger Insights covers. Interoperability is key to tap into the $125 to $127 trillion market alongside private wholesale CBDC alternatives like Finality. So that's bullish. And then this is referring back to a previous tweet from Quantfee Insights. If you look at Finality's chart here, it says that interoperability is going to be key, and I think that Quant's going to be the most interoperable crypto known to man, particularly for the next bull cycle, right? And then you've got here that so these options include CBDCs in some jurisdictions, collateralization by banks and EMIs, Finality and DM Reserve. Quant's technology will support the implementation of these models. So obviously Overledger we know about is going to be huge. And then it starts to show things are taking shape. So NASDAQ is linked into the Finality, but look at them. You've got Lloyds Bank, you've got ING, Credit Suisse, Barclays, Santander. These are all big players in the space, and I think it's something we need to really look at. And then I saw this from Crypto Nerd at Legit Crypto Nerd. I think his profile picture is Jason Statham, if I'm pretty sure it is. Recent Quant FUDs reminds me of how hopeless and salty the FUDers and doubters were back in 2019 and early 2020. And then one day it kaboomed and made a 200x in just 1.5 years. Thinking Quant won't even make a 20x this cycle is stupid. Remember, night is the darkest before the dawn, which, I agree with. I think he's right. But a little bit further down from that as well, I think this one's quite funny as well. It cannot wait for the monster run-ups in 2024. Bull run fast approaching. Quant and WTK for the win. I'm not over the moon with WTK myself. But there is one more that I thought was good, and it was this one from Mr. Brightside, or at DCA Quant. Quant has a boring narrative with its enterprise and cooperative vibe. Most people are looking for the fast movers, which I agree with. Even the OG Quant holders have been selling off. You know what is boring as well? Water is pretty boring until it's needed. Yeah, and I kind of agree with that as well. So, echo chambers exist within crypto. If you are constantly in a positive area and you're talking only positive things about a particular coin, then that can lead to delusion, essentially. The same way as if I jumped into a link space and started talking about Quant, they'd be like, "Oh, you're a Quant maxi, get out." I'm not a Quant maxi. I just like Quant. I think it's gonna outperform Link. That's my opinion. That's what I think is going to happen. But anyone, it's like football teams. It's like rivalry. People just don't think that because you want. I mean, you might hold Link and Quant. That's fine. But you don't have to be so dramatic about each individual one. So let's have a look at Quant price at the minute. So it's down 1.9% today, $98.31. The thing that, and I've banged on about this before, is look at its max supply. It is so rare. I've talked about this before. Did I use Portugal, or was that for Trias? There's basically a country, yeah? If a country has got 14.6 million people in it, they'll only be able to have one Quant each at best, right? At best. And Quant, it's going to be so big. I don't get the panic behind it. I know a lot of people have said that they're selling their Quant for various different projects and stuff, but there's times when these sort of things happen. So they see all these other coins pumping, and they're like, "Oh, why isn't mine pumping?" And it's like cryptos pump at different times. They've always have done. So when things are down, it's the time to accumulate. When things are up, it's the time to go, well, I'm happy with that. You can either recycle profits if you want. I don't do that. I just want to build. I'm here for 2025. I'm not here for 2023 prices. I want to buy everything at 2023 prices, and certainly some 2022 prices. But I don't want to be buying in 2025. I want to be selling in 2025. But the market cap 1.4 billion at the minute. So we're looking at 14 billion to get the 10x that we want. But again, is 20, 30 billion off the cards? No, I don't think it is. I think, adoption may be slower than what you would expect, but behind the scenes, I mean, look at Gilbert Verdian, one of the most connected guys in crypto. I've said this before. Same with Casper's got Jonathan Sopolinsky. They've got strong leaders, and that's really important. Quant is going to moon. And I think this is the thing. Is it due a breakout? Because if you look at the max chart we saw what this can do in 2021. We've seen it. Look at that. Vertical. Look at it now. Just bubbling away nicely. This could absolutely moon. I would say that if Bitcoin continues to do well over the next couple of weeks, when that money starts recycling down into some of the alts, Quant will take off. I generally think it will. On to Trias. Obviously, I love Trias. I've said this for a long time. I've held it since the last bull run, and I continue to accumulate it now. The website itself is very, very tech heavy, but feel free to have a look at that yourselves. I'm not going to go through the whole website. There are videos on Trias on the channel. There's also videos on Quant on the channel. There's also a Chainlink versus Quant video on the channel, so feel free to go and watch those. This is from at Alpha Crypt Omega, or the DeFi Pope. Trias is one of those low supply coins that will have a huge ecosystem with endless utilities at some point. They'll hate it at $4, they'll watch it at $40, and they'll love it at $400. Do yourself a favor and pack some Trias into your long-term portfolio. Can't go wrong. I agree with that. And then there was this from at Crypto Reviewing. So this is from back in July. So the price is slightly different at the moment, but this is his Trias review. The overview is Trias aims to be a trusted, decentralized cloud infrastructure whilst also innovating with the layer 1 platform scalable solution. Coin info at the moment is slightly wrong. The actual max supply and the supply, it's all out. So the whole 10 million is all out now. I'll move myself slightly out of the way a bit more. Oh, brought something up there you don't want. Let me move myself across a little bit. So he's given it 10 out of 10 for project, innovative decentralized layer 1 solution with many real world potential applications. Utility Trias is used for smart cities, DeFi, dApps, cross-border settlements, AI, and more. So there's the AI narrative that everyone's craving right now that I know about. Roadmap 9 out of 10. Development for their existing triathlon, Tsushima, and Ethereum products is the focus. Transparent Chinese team, 70 plus employees, 40 plus patents, 3 research and development centers, and socials, 10 out of 10, 75,000 followers, 250 to 300 likes per tweet on average. Nice ratio. Tokenomics, 10 million max supply, which is just so rare, so scarce. I love scarcity, as I've said before. Partnerships, 8 out of 10. Japanese yen stablecoin licensing, Chinese, ASEAN Marine, Chongren, and Suzhou. Exchanges, Trias is only listed on KuCoin and PancakeSwap currently. It's listed on a few more as well. Verdict, Trias has been constantly developing over the bear market. They have secured huge partnerships such as the Japanese yen stablecoin license, which will elevate the utility of the Trias token to the next level. So price potential wise, he's given this $200 to $1,000 per token, which is 50 to a 250x. I will be over the moon with the 50x. I'll be looking to sort of layer my Trias out a lot earlier than that, but a 50x, I don't think you can go wrong with that. If it gets to $1,000 a Trias, that video might be me fainting, because that would be an amazing achievement. And then just finally, I know a lot of people have been concerned about this. A lot of people have been saying the whole KuCoin ST tag has been affecting Trias's price and maybe making it a little bit restricted, and a bit like how XRP was in the lawsuit in the 2021 bull run, so a bit suppressed. But this is directly from the Telegram, Trias's Telegram. So it says, hello everyone, we know that you've been expecting some updates about the recent progress and wanting to give a more detailed explanation into what we can share. So far, to clarify things a bit better. So Bitmart has completed their internal processes for handling the ERC20 deposits last week. Final steps in contract confirmations undergoing with Certex and Bitmart at the moment, and the team has invited them to their GitHub source code to make the final confirmation before opening the deposits. Then it talks about MEXC. Future trading is already asked to be halted by the team, and on Tuesday received confirmation that the relevant internal departments have entered the evaluation process and will follow up with us when their side is done with the evaluation. Then you've got the KuCoin situation, which I think most people are really interested in. As for the KuCoin situation, the communication is going strong and is undergoing deeper into potentially a bigger agreement. Therefore, certain details can't be disclosed due to the nature of the agreements until both parties reach a final decision on how to move forwards. So, I think I've said this before. I don't think there's going to be a delisting from KuCoin. I just think it's a big storm in a teacup right now. I think people are very panicky about it, but I don't think it's going to be delisted. I think they'll eventually work out whatever the differences were. And then there's a bit more. They're happy to say that mainnet details are about to be finalized and will be announced soon once the last details are ironed out. We're looking forward to sharing all the amazing points and expected to cooperate with all our partners in its promotion. And again, you can flick through this yourself. There's like a little bit at the end as well, but stay tuned for some good news. Thank you once again for your understanding and support. Now, I've said like lots and lots of times, I absolutely love Trias. It's only $3.93 right now. Again, it's one of these ones that haven't pumped. The market cap is just under 40 million. I mean, under a 40 million market cap, I'm backing the truck up. I just don't see how this is not going to be an absolutely fantastic project. I've always liked it. I like the guy who runs the Ambang. There's a lot of great stuff coming, and a 10 million max supply, you can't go wrong with that. It's just so scarce, and I'm a sucker for scarcity, as I've said before. Max chart wise, so this mooned in the 2021 bull run. I didn't get out with any profits though, because I was an idiot back then, didn't really understand the cycle, and I kept that up only mentality, which now I certainly do not have. I'm happy with it. I generally think that I want it to stay a bit lower for a little while, because the longer it stays lower, the more I can accumulate. Like with Casper at the minute, I can't really accumulate much more Casper at the moment, because it's like, are we going to have a little pullback? I mean, surely we should at some point, right? Now, the next one is something that maybe the new Quant, and I don't mean that in anything that it can do. I don't think it's the same kind of project at all. And maybe with its supply, I should maybe say maybe the new Bitcoin with only 21 million supply, but Tau. So Bit and Saw. This is where I would expect Quant to be right now. And it isn't, because obviously a lot of money's been pumping into different coins. This one looks absolutely fantastic. I think I may have been a little too late to the party on this one, though. I don't own any of this. It's ranked 48 now already. It's got a $1.2 billion market cap. But look, at the scarcity, only 21 million supply, which I think is brilliant. It's not very old either. So if you look at its max chart, it's not been out long, and it reached an all-time high about 3 hours ago at $239, and its all-time low was 6 months ago at $30. So if you'd have bought it at $30 right now, you're closing in on a 10x. So well done to anyone who spotted this and got in early. I think this is very, very promising. I'll be making a video about this tomorrow. Just have a little bit more of a deep dive, just to make sure that, is this early still? Like, are we witnessing something that's still early, or has it gone already? And, you're just going to be trying to chase a dream. We'll see. We'll look into it tomorrow. So I'm looking forward to doing that. If you did like this video, please smash the like button. Always love it when you guys do that. It really does help the channel. Subscribe if you can. Like I said, we've cleared 1,700 now. We're looking for that 1,800 subscriber mark. So if you can subscribe, that would be great. Thank you. Wherever you are in the world, whatever you're doing, have a great day. Have a great evening. And as always, we'll see you tomorrow. Take it easy and goodbye.